Am I the asshole for supporting my son grooming himself when my wife says he is too young? No, you are not the asshole. You as dad, I support this 100%. My wife, 39 female, and I, 41 male, have a 13-year-old son who recently came to me with a personal question. Was it okay for him to shave down there? I was surprised, but I stayed calm. I told him it was normal to want to feel clean and tidy and that body grooming is a personal choice. I made sure he wasn't feeling pressured by anyone and reminded him hygiene and safety come first. Bruh's 13, like, he came to you, confided in you as a parent. Like, I see nothing wrong with this at all. He asked if I could help him get a trimmer. I said yes. Later that night, I told my wife, thinking she'd appreciate how open he felt with me. Instead, she was upset. She said 13 is too young to be thinking about that and that I was encouraging adult behavior. I told her it's not inherently sexual, it's about body comfort and ownership, and if we don't make it taboo, he'll be more likely to come to us about things in the future. I agree. She strongly disagreed and said I should have waited until they could both be present to talk about it. I explained it was a private moment between father and son, and I didn't want to shame him or make him feel weird about asking. She said I went behind her back. Girl, get your ego in check, all right? Ain't nobody go behind your back. Like he said, his son confided to his father in confidence. I think that as a mother, you would understand if you had a daughter and she came to you about a period or something like that. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we really talking about? This led to a bigger argument. She started questioning how we handle other topics like body image, puberty, screen time, etc. She asked me to return the trimmer. I said no. I told her we need to be aligned, but I won't punish my son, our son, for being open and responsible. I agree, because he could have just went behind y'all back and did whatever. To be completely clear, we've always been open about bodies and development, but this seemed to have triggered something deeper in her. She comes from a more conservative upbringing and has always been a bit anxious about our son growing up, quote unquote, too fast. Since then, she's been cold with both of us. Not a kid getting like the cold shoulder, like he catching strays, he ain't do nothing. Like, come on, man. She told me she feels undermined. Our son has picked up on the tension and now feels awkward, even talking about normal hygiene stuff. See, we're now in a bit of a standoff. I've tried bringing it up gently, suggested we talk with a therapist together about how we approach puberty topics, but she thinks I'm being too dramatic, even though she the one giving you and y'all's son the cold shoulder. Come on, make it make sense. Her sister, who has older teens, told her I did the right thing and that this isn't a big deal, but my wife thinks that's just modern parenting gone too far. So now I'm wondering, am I the asshole for supporting our son in a private grooming choice without looping in my wife first? Is she the asshole for reacting this strongly and creating shame around something that could have been handled with less drama? And then he says, for what it's worth, I also told our son that if he ever feels uncomfortable or unsure about any body stuff, he can talk to either of us and that we both love him no matter what. Man, bravo, man. What a great dad, in my opinion. You are not the asshole. I understand that she comes from a conservative background and she may have deeper underlying issues about this whole situation, but to react the way she did and then to continue reacting that way and then to sit there and say, like, to make it seem so serious, but then say it's not serious enough to warrant some kind of expert intervention. I feel like she's just operating off of emotion here and she needs to get her ego in check because you're not the asshole. I think you handled this situation about as perfect as somebody can handle it.